The Kaziranga National Park, nested in Assam, is renowned as the native habitat of rhinoceros. This is a forest story of this province. Not only the rhinoceros and the wild water buffaloes are concentrated, but the beauty of this forest and the herd of elephants are also the main attraction of this forest story. It is expected that this will be an interesting episode because it is different from the forest story we have seen so far. The best way to reach the Kaziranga in Assam is to take a flight to Guwahati and reach the Kaziranga by road. While exploring Kaziranga and Assam as well as Meghalaya, opting for tour packages can be costly if relying on a taxi service. Self-drive packages offer a more flexible and cost-effective solution as we can take photos and then drive the car along the way we want. We have taken the self-drive package of Tripuntold.com. The car is also arranged by the Tripuntold. We have started in the morning from Guwahati and roamed some places, and we'll reach our room before afternoon and have a lunch. And we'll straight away start our safari. As per the package, the safari jeep will pick us from the resort. This Kaziranga National Park has 4 zones. This episode has the safari story of the Western Zone. The Western Central Zone has the maximum chances of animal sightings. This Western Zone is called the Bagori Zone. So, we have reached the checkpost. The driver helped us with the entry procedure and also paid the camera fee. The photography camera, containing whichever lens, has only 100 rupees to be paid as the fee. Our trip is during the February end, so the forest seems a little dry. The dry look is due to the dust hitting from the mud roads. So our very first sighting for the day is a red jungle fowl. It looks and sounds similar to a native hen. These open wetlands make up to almost 75% of the tourism spots of the Kaziranga National Park, which makes it easy to spot the rhinos. We can spot a rhino, which is a little far, grazing right over there. Shortly after the safari activities commenced, sightings of the one-horned rhino became quite common, indicating that rhinos are not rare in this reserve. The wetlands make it easy to observe numerous bird species. Now let's delve into the climate of this area. Assam and Meghalaya experience temperatures similar to those in Kerala. The region boasts stunning greenery and natural beauty. These grasses are intentionally burnt during the summer to promote its growth. That camp shed serves as a shelter for the forest guards, initially established when the rhinos were hunted. The individuals in the vehicle are capturing photos of something they have spotted in a tree. Upon closer inspection, we discovered 2 spotted owlets, a species rarely seen in our hometowns. Their nests are in the same tree. These owlets are basking in the morning sunlight. While not a rare species of owl, but this is the first time we have encountered them in our forest series. We have previously encountered the jungle owlet, which is similar in size. Look, there's a parrot right over there. It resembles a typical parrot, but it is known as the red-throated parakeet, a relatively uncommon species. Now let us discuss about the safari. Usually the safari is for 2 hours. There is no exact timings. The gate will open at 7:30 am. We can go for the safari for 2 hours whenever we wish. Also, we have to come back before 5 pm. Look, there's a rhino family right over there. Looks like a father, mother and a baby family. The baby rhinos will not have the horns, it will gradually grow when they become adults. Both male and female would have horns. This mother rhino is not aged much as its horn has not grown so much. The one-horned rhinoceros, which are getting endangered, are commonly found in Assam, Arunachal Pradesh and the northeastern places. This national park in India was built for the sake of conserving rhinos and other endangering species of animals. We waited for some more time here and we are proceeding further. Just like the rhino, there is one more animal that we can only sight in the northeastern states of India. Other than the wetlands, we see the vast, tall, semi-dry leaves. This looks like a river. Seems like the river is forceful only during the rainy season. On the other side of the river, we see a majestic wild water buffalo. The horns of the wild water buffaloes can be as large as half of their body size, giving them a striking and gigantic appearance. Unlike wild gaurs, these buffaloes tend to prefer staying in water, living up to their name. During our observation, another wild buffalo emerged and crossed our path. It briefly glanced at us before descending into the fields. Where numerous other wild buffaloes were grazing. The presence of such a large number of wild water buffaloes was quite uncommon, as they are not typically seen as frequently as rhinos. All of these buffaloes were grazing on the grass in wetlands. The wild water buffaloes typically have thin and small hairs covering their body, unlike the wild gaurs that have hair to protect them from the heat. Because of this, wild water buffaloes are more susceptible to the direct heat of the sun. To keep them cool and to avoid the sun's heat, they often spend time in the water bodies. There is a common misconception among people about wild gaurs and the wild water buffaloes being related, but in reality, they are not a related species at all. The wild buffalo, classified in the orange category by the IUCN, faces a higher risk of becoming endangered compared to that of rhinoceros. The prominent feature of these wild water buffaloes is their horns, which grow as they mature into adults. When they feel threatened, they may attempt to attack. A short distance away, we spotted a crane of different species easily identified by its white neck and a black head. These cranes are typically quiet because they lack their vocal box in their throats. Instead, they communicate using noises made with their beaks. As we observed the wild water buffaloes heading into the forest, in the distance we noticed a vulture feeding on a deceased buffalo. Vultures often feast on dead animals, making them a common sight in such scenarios. Continuing our journey, we traversed through numerous wetlands and grasslands before venturing into the forest. Kaziranga National Park comprises almost 70% forested areas like these. The majority of the safari region consists of wetlands, which are favored by wild buffaloes and rhinoceros. During our exploration, we encountered a unique squirrel that stood out from the ones we typically see. It lacked the 3 stripes on its back, exhibited a subtle color or variation. A bit further ahead, there is a watchtower where we can climb up for better sightings.
Golden tiger or
Bengal tiger.
An intriguing aspect is that golden tigers are occasionally spotted in this area. These golden tigers exhibit a slight color variation compared to the Bengal tigers. Since there are no much tall trees, we can view places that are quite far. Look, two deers are passing by in that direction, and sometimes tigers are spotted from this place. With a camera equipped with good zoom capabilities, we can capture animal sightings right from here. Oh, there's an elephant strolling through the forest right over there. So we have descended from the watchtower and we are now proceeding forward. During the safari in the western zone, the route follows a circular path starting from the main road, with the watchtower located at its center. The standard duration of the safari is 2 hours, but by paying an extra 500 rupees, visitors can extend it for an additional hour, making it a 3-hour experience. So we have extended our safari. We spotted a hog deer, which is unique in the northeastern regions of India, just like rhinoceroses and wild buffaloes. During the safari, we encountered another wild water buffalo. When our driver made some noises, the buffalo turned towards us. The grass on either sides of the path is the elephant grass. Unlike Mahindra vehicles, the safari vehicles here are gypsy, which produces less noise. Let's talk about the safari fees. The charge for one jeep is 4,000 rupees per safari, and each jeep can accommodate up to 6 people. Along the roadside, we saw a rhino grazing on the grass. Our driver patiently waited for the rhino to cross the road. Despite their slow and lazy appearance, rhinos can run very fast, up to 50 kilometers per hour faster than an elephant. Wild rhinos tend to be silent and only attack when they are threatened. Their dung is similar to that of the elephants, and they often deposit it on the roadsides rather than on grasslands. During the safari, we noticed several piles of rhino dung along the roadside. Just look at the thickness of the rhino's skin. Due to its thick skin, the tigers don't attack the rhinos. Tigers primarily target wild buffaloes as their main prey. There are 2 types of rhinoceros: single-horned and double-horned. In India, single-horned rhinos are prevalent, while double-horned rhinoceros can be found in regions like Thailand and Vietnam, but their number is still quite less. The safari vehicles usually go back when spotting a tiger, but in here, this rhino is the main attraction. The red jungle fowl can be identified easily because of its attractive color shades. This hen, we are unable to differentiate if they are wild or native hens. At a little distance, on the other side of the river, we can sight the otters. In Kaziranga National Park, there are numerous otters. They jump into the water as soon as they hear noises and human presence, so they are not seen much. This is a family of 4 to 5. That hole over there is their home. Since there are no short roads and small roads, this single main road has specific spots where we can get the sightings. We noticed a herd of elephants within the grasslands. We waited for some time, expecting them to cross the road. Finally, they're deciding on coming up to the road. In the beginning, only our jeep was there. Later, many safari jeeps came up and the elephant went back into the forest. The driver then took us to the lake where we had seen the wild water buffalo earlier. In quite some time, an elephant showed up from the grasses. It came out slowly after looking around and smelling and checking and also making sure that the surrounding is safe. Slowly, another elephant showed up. They are putting mud and dirt all over them to make their body cold. The entire elephant herd showed up. The herd also had one cute little baby elephant. Anyways, this is an amazing sighting. In the background, the miners are chirping and making noises. On seeing the video, do not misunderstand the elephants are too close. They are actually this much far. Those elephants are planning on slowly crossing the river. Those elephants are still further. They are actually this far. Hence, we are not at a disturbance to them. I am using a Nikon 600mm lens to zoom these visuals. Nikon had sent me these lenses for the trial. Special thanks to Nikon India for sending me these amazing lenses. These lenses can cost up to 4 lakhs and also they are very lightweighted. The elephants slowly walked into the elephant grasses. We then saw a wild boar. It looked very skinny and old. The driver waited there for some more time, expecting those elephants to jump into the river. And finally, an elephant showed up. Just like the previous time, it is checking for the surroundings and ensuring for safety. From the left side, a turtle jumped into the water. Look at the elephant searching for what fell into the water. Now the other elephants have slowly started to show up. In India, Assam has numerous elephants. Also, elephant safari is another main attraction of this place. All the elephants, including the baby elephant, is in the water now. They are taking those green leaves and shaking off the water to eat them. See that baby elephant trying to swim. I'm afraid if it will sink. The chirping noises in the background is that of the mynas who are taking bath and trying to drink the water over here. The elephant herd is also on the same river. Compared to the South Indian elephants, these elephants are less dangerous. The weather looks like it's already 6 p.m, but it is just 4 p.m. It will soon turn dark by 5:30 p.m. The other safari jeeps have started to head back. On our way back, we saw another wild boar. Unlike the previous one, it wasn't skinny or old. They look quite small. This is the college, an amazing forest bird with a red border in its eyes. Both male and female are together. The dark blue is the male and the female is brown. College is the state bird of Jammu Kashmir. Once they become adults, both male and female are usually spotted together. They are sighted more frequently in Uttarakhand. By 4:30, the lights had started going off and we slowly decided on heading back. We then saw a pair of golden duck. The male has a black ring around its neck. These are usually found in pairs. They are portrayed as the symbol of love. See, this one is a hog deer and these two over there are the sambar deer. It's less in number, but we still get the sightings. It looks like a mother and her baby. Spotted deers are not possible to sight over here. Our safari time is about to finish, but the driver operated on showing us the sightings until the last moment. So we then decided on heading back to the resort as the rule is to reach back the gates by 5 p.m. Even if the jeep is late by 5 minutes, they will ban that jeep from entering the forest for 1 month. Anyway, the safari has come to an end. We will soon meet up with interesting sightings of Kaziranga from the western zone.